Marcus Bennett was settling in for a quiet evening when he heard a knock at his door. It was PM on a snowy December night, and he wasn't expecting anyone. When he opened the door, he found a young woman standing in the falling snow, holding a small child bundled in a red winter coat. "I'm so sorry to bother you," the woman said, her voice shaking from cold or fear or both. "I know this is strange, but can I stay here just for tonight, please?" Marcus immediately stepped aside. "Come in. You're freezing. What happened?" The woman walked in cautiously, still holding the child, a little boy, maybe 2 or 3 years old, wearing a green knit hat. She was shivering, her blonde hair dusted with snow, wearing only a thin sweater over a dress. "I'm Emma. This is my son Noah. We live in the building across the street, apartment 3C. About an hour ago, there was a fire. Everyone evacuated. They're saying we can't go back in until tomorrow at the earliest, maybe longer." The Red Cross set up a shelter at the community center, but it's full. They're turning people away. I've been calling everyone I know, but she stopped, tears streaming down her face. "I don't have anyone. My family is across the country. My friends either don't have room or aren't answering. I saw your lights on and I thought, I don't know what I thought. I'm sorry. This was crazy. We'll go." "You'll do no such thing. You and Noah are staying here tonight. Let me get you both something warm. You don't even know us." "Why would you?" "Because you're standing in my doorway with the toddler in the snow asking for shelter. That's all I need to know." Marcus set them up in his guest room, gave Emma warm clothes to change into, made hot chocolate for Noah and tea for Emma. As they warmed up, he learned their story. Emma was a single mother, working as a paralegal while raising Noah alone. His father had left before Noah was born. She'd been managing barely, until tonight when the fire displaced them. "Everything we have is in that apartment," Emma said quietly after Noah had fallen asleep. Photos of Noah's first steps, his baby clothes I was saving, my grandmother's jewelry, the only things I have from my family. All gone, probably. And even if the building is safe, the smoke damage. I don't know how we'll recover from this. One step at a time. Tonight, you have shelter. Tomorrow, we'll figure out next steps. Why are you being so kind to strangers?" Marcus looked toward the guest room where Noah slept. 3 years ago, a wife died in a car accident. We'd been trying to have children. After she died, I threw myself into work, built my company, made money, but this house. But I've been alone in it ever since. Emma, you knocked on my door asking for shelter for one night. Honestly, you're giving me something to a purpose, a reason to help someone, a reminder that this house was meant to hold more than just one lonely person. The next morning, Marcus learned that Emma's apartment building would be uninhabitable for at least 2 weeks due to extensive damage. Emma broke down. "I can't afford a hotel for 2 weeks. I can't miss that much work. Noah's daycare is near our apartment. I can't get him there from a shelter across town. I don't know what to do." "You stay here," Marcus said simply. "I can't impose on you for 2 weeks. You're not imposing. I have space. Noah has a room. You can get to work from here. We'll figure out arrangements for Noah during the day." "Emma, you asked if you could stay just for tonight. I'm saying yes to 2 weeks, or however long you need." Over the following days, Marcus's house transformed. Noah's laughter filled the rooms. Emma's presence brought warmth and life to spaces that had been cold and empty. Marcus found himself coming home earlier, looking forward to dinner conversations, helping Noah build block towers, becoming part of their daily routine. "Can I tell you something?" Marcus said a week into Emma and Noah's stay. "When you knocked on my door asking if you could stay just for tonight, I thought I was doing you a favor. But Emma, you've done more for me than I've done for you. This house has been a mausoleum for 3 years, a place I slept, but never lived. You and Noah have made it feel like a home again. Marcus, you've saved us. The insurance is barely covering anything. My landlord says the building won't be habitable for at least a month now, maybe more. Without you, Noah and I would be in a shelter or sleeping in my car. You've given us safety, stability, dignity." When Emma's apartment was finally repaired, 5 weeks later, neither of them wanted her to leave. Marcus had fallen in love with both of them, with Emma's strength and resilience, with Noah's innocent joy, with the family they'd accidentally created. "I need to be honest with you," Marcus said the night before Emma was supposed to move back. "You asked if you could stay just for tonight. That was 5 weeks ago. Emma, I don't want you to leave. Not tomorrow. Not ever. I love you. I love Noah. You've both become my family. Marcus, you gave us shelter when we had nowhere else to go, and you gave me a reason to come home. Emma, you didn't take advantage of my kindness. You filled my empty house with life and love. You showed me what family means. Noah calls me Marcus Dad now, and that's the best thing anyone's ever called me. Don't leave. Stay. Not as guests, but as family." 6 months after Emma had knocked on Marcus's door asking to stay just for tonight, Marcus proposed in the living room where Noah had first fallen asleep on that snowy evening. "Emma, you asked if you could stay just for tonight. I said yes, thinking it would be one night of helping someone in need. Instead, that yes changed my life. You and Noah turned my house into a home, my loneliness into family, my purposeless success into meaningful life. Will you marry me? Let me say yes again, not just for tonight, but forever." At their wedding, Noah gave a toast. "We had a fire and had nowhere to sleep. Mommy knocked on Marcus' dad's door and asked if we could stay just for tonight. He said yes. Then we stayed for lots of nights. Then we stayed forever. So if you need help just for tonight, you should ask. Because sometimes tonight turns into forever. Sometimes just for tonight means forever. Sometimes snow-covered strangers at the door become family. Sometimes fires that destroy apartments build families instead. And sometimes the man who says yes just for tonight ends up saying yes to a lifetime together." If this story touched your heart, please like and share it. Subscribe for more stories about unexpected kindness, families formed through crisis, and finding home in each other. Your stories inspire us all.